Ladies and gents, Max Dalman is generational. This kid is 15 years of age. He's 15, playing with Premier League players. He looks like he's been playing with them for years. Like, we need to start drug testing what is coming out of that Arsenal academy. Past 5 years, Bukayo Saka, Ethan Nwaneri, Miles Lewis Skelly, and now Max Dalman. And Arsenal have had young, talented players pretty much the entire duration of the Premier League, from Jack Wilshere, to flipping Saka, to Lewis Skelly, to Nwaneri. This feels different, though. This actually feels like he could be a superstar. It feels, you watch him on the ball, the movement, the first touch, everything is at his own pace. It's not rushed. He looks very, very good, guys. I'll be brutally honest with you. He looks very good. We're going to break it down. I didn't get to watch the entire game. And apologies for the lack of content. Yesterday, I was at a wedding, so I missed both Tottenham games. I missed the Liverpool game. I missed the transfer news. There is going to be quite a lot of content on the channel today. We may even stream later. So make sure you hear every single step of the way. Make sure you go down, smash that like button to pieces, and let me know your thoughts. We are less than 700 subscribers away from 69,000. So if you haven't already and you enjoy the content, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. 90% of you who watch on a daily basis aren't subscribed. So please go down and hit that subscribe button. Like, honestly, guys, what is that academy breed? Like, what are they breeding down there? Max Dalman at 15 years of age, I have not seen a player look this comfortable at 15. I'll be honest with you. Lamine Yamal at 16, we're talking about Lionel Messi to be, in my opinion. I think he's got all the credentials. But Max Dalman is walking into an Arsenal team that lack a slight bit of cutting edge last season. They missed a lot of players throughout the season, suspension, injuries, etc., etc. Arsenal may not sign Eberechi Eze now because they have Dowman and Ethan Nwaneri that can come in if Martin Odegaard is out injured. You can play Ethan Nwaneri on the right or the left. But not only for that, for England, I'm looking at these players and I'm thinking England have got Skelly. We've got Saka. England, we've also got Miles Lewis Skelly, Saka, Nwaneri, and Dowman now. And it's mad to me, guys, because he lives literally a stone's throw from my house. He lives not even around the corner. He lives a mile away from me. I've seen his parents in the town quite a lot, walking around with a smile on their face. I wonder why, because they have brought into this world a superstar. I'm going to say it. He is going to be a machine. 15 years of age, guys. He's still in school. Like, do you know how much faith and how much belief a manager has to have in you as a player to give you 30, 40 minutes? And he come on and won the penalty, which Martin Odegaard converted from the spot. Like, you're talking about a player who the confidence he's got. We saw that for England, taking on players, dropping the shoulder. Like, he looks like he's going to be a superstar, guys. And from an Arsenal perspective, they look good, very good. If they can bring in one more player alongside maybe an Eberechi Eze, I've got no doubt that Arsenal and Liverpool are going to push each other to the very, very, very end. And the way they lined up the team today, Arsenal started. For me, Arteta is trying to suss out what and who is going to be on the see you later list. No Declan Rice in the side to start with. No Martin Odegaard in the side to start with. No Gabriel. I believe he's still injured. No No Timber. Obviously, Gyökeres has only just signed. So Gyökeres' debut is going to be against us. I've just realised Arsenal's next game is against us, and that's going to be Gyökeres' debut. Shit. Back to this game. A lot of their experienced players, Martinelli, Odegaard, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, were on the bench. And I think Arteta is just, obviously, he needs to get minutes in a lot of these players' legs. He needs to make sure that his squad is completely fit and firing. Newcastle, of course, had no Alexander Isak, which is a big miss to them. In the Premier League last year, scored against them in the League Cup semi-final, scored against them, one of the best goal scorers out there in world football, one of their strikers in world football. I really like Newcastle midfield with Tonali and Bruno G. I think if they bring a 10 in with the money they get from Alexander Isak and another number 9, they are going to be golden. If they bring in Benjamin Sesko and they use the rest of that money to bring in a 10, listen, I like Elanga and I like Gordon. I think they're both really good wire players. And they're going to be one of the best counter-attacking sides next season. But what really impressed me the most is Arteta's game plan, because he made a lot of substitutions and he's not afraid to give players minutes. And that is one thing that has really annoyed me about a lot of Spurs managers in pretty much my entire lifetime, that managers don't always, throw the kitchen sink at it. And look, it's a friendly, but he's given like Ellis Salmon, or Salmon, should I say, 15 minutes, who's an academy player. He's starting Ethan Wanyeri, who's an academy player. He's bringing on Max Dalman, who's an academy player. He brought on Max Dalman, Bukayo Saka, and gave him 30 minutes. Newcastle did start the game really good. Elanga got off to a strong start. What was it, 8 minutes in, something like that, 7 minutes in, scored. Elanga looks happy and he looks very sharp. I was quite impressed with his performance. They equalised Arsenal through Mikel Merino, run over to the corner flag, did his traditional celebration. As soon as Arsenal equalised, I thought, yeah, this is it, game over. Arsenal go and win. I don't know what Alex Murphy's doing for that own goal. I have no idea. Jacob Murphy, though, did respond, and he's got an eye for a goal at the moment. Alex Murphy's only 21 years of age. He was playing at Bolton last year. So I'm not going to come on. I don't really know what he's doing, but I'm not going to come on here and shit on him because he's a young player. But I don't know what he's doing there. And then Arsenal, of course, 2-1 from that own goal. 2-2. Jacob Murphy, unbelievable season last year. Looks like he's going to carry that into next season. And then Max Dalman wins the penalty at 15. And then Odegaard converts it and makes it 3-2. And Arsenal, pre-season's pre-season. It's about trial and error. It's about giving players minutes. Excuse me. It's about understanding the shape, understanding the tactics, going into next season. If there's any adjustments to the system, it's experimenting. And one thing is for sure during this experiment through pre-season for Arsenal is that Max Dalman is going to be heavily involved, in my opinion, next season. And from Arsenal's youth perspective, if they've got any more players on a similar level to Saka, Lewis Skelly, Max Dalman, Ethan Wanyeri, I've got no doubt that Arsenal will be winning trophies, league titles very soon. Because one thing that annoys me of Spurs is, look at Mikey Moore, for instance. One of the best academy graduates we've had in recent years. Can't get a game. Maybe it will change under Thomas Frank. Maybe he'll get a decent loan. But these Arsenal players don't need loan moves because they're that good to get in the first team. Lewis Skelly was basically Arsenal's left back since November last year up until the end of the season. And when Odegaard and Saka were injured, Ethan Wanyeri come in and did an unbelievable job. Max Dalman looks like he's going to be a very good option off the bench, starting games. I think where you'll see the most of Ethan Wanyeri and Max Dalman next season is in these cup games when Arteta is up against weaker opposition. He can roll the dice, but he also does need to get them Premier League minutes. Gyökeres has just signed. It looks like they're going to get Eberechi Eze as well, which I'll probably do a video on that later. You look at the fixtures they've also got. for the rest of the pre-season. We've got the Emirates Cup final against Bilbao. They've got Villarreal on the 6th. They play us on the Thursday. Like, Arsenal fans at the moment should be very, very, very happy going into next season. Liverpool lost yesterday against AC Milan. They conceded 4 goals to the same team that Arsenal pretty much battered. And they didn't even register a shot on target. So looking at it from if you're trying to compare the sides at the moment, Arsenal have looked very good. Liverpool, of course, battered Stoke. I'm not going to say that Liverpool are not going to win the Premier League just because of one defeat against AC Milan. It's happened. It's pre-season. It's football. At the end of the day, anything can happen. However, Arsenal are playing like they want to win from the intent on Arteta. Like, they want this league title. And match stats today, they had more shots. They had more shots on target. They had more corners. Newcastle did have more possession. But that midfield is very, very good at controlling the game, controlling the tempo, keeping the ball with Tonali and Bruno G. But I honestly believe that if Arsenal bring in Eberechi Eze and Rodrigo, this title race is going to be unreal. I mean, you look at the options they've got still in the team that aren't going to be in the 11. Players like Ben White, players like Ethan Nwaneri, players like Norgard, players like Martinelli may rotate with Trossard. Madueke still hasn't played yet. He'll be probably making his debut against us as well. They're also linked with Eberechi Eze and Rodrigo. So the squad depth was one of the reasons that let Arsenal down last year because of the injuries and the players who come in. Nwaneri did do well, but they didn't have a number 9 who knows where the back of the net is and is a lethal goal scorer. They have that now in Victor Gyökeres. So it's going to be a really, really interesting season for Arsenal. But they have to keep the transfers going. They need to bring another 2 people in minimum. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like, and I'll see you next time.